What up, y'all? Murder Excellence. I wanted to do a video, man, because I just been thinking a lot lately. And it's kind of therapeutic that I kind of talk about it some way, form, or fashion. This is about as close as I'm going to come to talking about it with anybody else. So whoever listens to this, you know what I mean? You are my conversation, whatever you want to call it. But listen, right? I always hear criticism put on to. Matter of fact, let me not even worry about the stereotype or the general consensus or the common sayings or anything like that. Let me just talk about me, right? I really want to be a good father, and you know what I'm saying. It's not often. It's not because of my kids that I want to be a good father. You know what I mean? I hear people always say, well, you know what I mean? No, I did it. I want to be a good father because I want to be a good man. Simple and plain. Nothing more, nothing extra. I just want to be a good man, period. Like, I want to be able to wake up in the morning and look myself in the mirror and know I'm checking the boxes that I need to check. Like, so whether my kids is around or not, I would want to be a good father because I want to be a good man. You know what I mean? If I was to adopt kids or to raise kids that was, in my family or something like that, I would do that on the same strength that I raise my kids. Now, does it require a different level of commitment or mindset to raise somebody else's kids? Probably, you know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, I really just want to be proud of the stuff I do, man. And a lot of times, matter of fact, why I even park here? I'm in this. I should park over there. I just wanted to come to a Walmart parking lot because, like, I didn't want to be riding around with my phone in my hand and try to be talking. But, keep it 100 with you, yeah, like, that's really what it come down to. Like, that's really what it come down to. That's really what it come down to. Nothing more, nothing less. And the hard part about it is, like, I hear always people be like, yo, so you really mad that you and your baby mom didn't work out, whatever. Like, I don't know how everybody else feels about this situation. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to say I don't care, because that will be a lie. I'm not going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to give my kids a stable life. And none of that stuff really matters. You know what I'm saying? You just got to do the best you can, because you always see them people that they don't start anything because it didn't line up right, and they give up because it didn't go the way they wanted it to go. That's not how I'm built. Like I really look at everything the way I look at sports. Like, I don't care how much I'm down. I was talking to a friend the other day. He might actually watch this video, but I look at everything like basketball, and somebody I was talking to told me that how often did you think about giving up when you was playing basketball? Like, in a game, 5-on-5, 3-on-3, whatever. 1-on-1, how often did you think about giving up? And if you was down a lot of points, what did you do during the game? Whether you won or lost, what did you do? Fought like hell to get back in the game. You know what I mean? I don't care how much I was down. So my whole thing is, like, the moment is the moment. If you, like, I played 1-on-1 to 100 with the same person I'm talking about that I told this example to, or this illustration, because no matter how much I was down, no matter how much I seen him down, he never gave up. Like, I could see in his face that either if he was tired or his shot wasn't falling, or he couldn't figure out how to, defend a certain move that I was doing, whatever. It was always how to get it done. Like, what do I need to do? I could see it on his face. We built the same way. Like, we built the same way. And we going, like, me and him both going through different things, like, just like anybody else. But I try to call him, check on him from time to time, just hit him up and be like, yeah, bro, like, don't give up. Keep fighting. Don't let how you looking at things change the way you fight throughout the day. You know what I mean? Like, whatever he need to hear, you know what I'm saying? It's not even just telling somebody what they need to hear. He's like really giving somebody the advice that you use, or that give it to them in a way that they can take it and use for themselves. Like, if you ever had somebody you was training at a certain job or something like that, right? You would tell that person, like, listen, right? Do this way. This is how it's supposed to get done. Now, if you want to do it faster, you know what I mean, or be more efficient, you could do this, you can do that, you can do this, without sacrificing how it's supposed to be done and the safety protocols that's necessary. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times you see that with the way people live their lives. Like, money get jammed up, so they run to doing illegal stuff or something else, like whatever it is, you know what I mean? And I ain't judging, but just like you always hear people say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That ain't necessarily true. Like, if you cheating, you ain't using your mind to its fullest capacity. That's how I look at it. Because you don't need to cheat. You know what I mean? It might be a way of getting what you want. It might be a way of getting the results that you want, but it doesn't bring the same satisfaction that you want. Like, you start to lose a part of yourself over that time period that you continue to practice that. And the more you get better at cheating to win, the harder it is for you to really figure out how to win without cheating. You know what I mean? And that just is what it is. So you always see people that get out of prison and saying to themselves, this all I know. It's all you know. No, it's not really all you know. It's all you really taught yourself. It's all you really let your mind focus on to get what you're trying to get accomplished. And you know what I'm saying? Efficient people follow the same procedures, but they just find ways to expedite every little thing that they can to make the results come out quicker. You know what I mean? And I really feel like people that practice for greatness rather than just practicing, they normally find those efficient ways to get the job done. All that being said, I want to come back to the point of being a father. Like, I don't want to cheat the process. You know what I mean? I get that I don't get to see him. And the only reason I'm doing this video is because I started this job like earlier this week to save to get my own place so that I could see my kids on my time. Like, not really on my time, but you know how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? I try, and you know what I'm saying? You find yourself saying, this would make it more comfortable. This would be better if I had this, or if I had this would work out for me, or you know what I mean? You find yourself doing that. But at the end of the day, you can't rush the process. Stay in the process. But what discourages you is what comes with the process. The process isn't easy. Staying with the process day after day is not easy. It's hard. And you know what I mean? Like, today, I really wanted to quit this job. Like, for one, they didn't tell me what day I was supposed to work after my first week or whatever. And they told me it was my responsibility to know my schedule. I get that, but I don't know where you lay your schedule. I don't know none of that stuff. So you making it sound like I'm not like you saying it like I'm a month in, 2 months in, and I've already been shown how to do things. But whatever. Needless, that has nothing to do with it. But I was hoping to stay home today with the kids because the Saturday, I got them Friday night, I think. And then I had them Friday night into Saturday morning. And then I had to work Saturday morning. So, and I worked from like 9 to 6:30. Mind you, I was supposed to leave probably an hour early that night. But they was like, oh, you still here? Mind you, I'm on register. How in the world y'all don't know I was still here? One. Two, how you forget what time I'm supposed to get off when you gotta look at the break sheet to make sure everybody goes on break or y'all get fined. So they knowingly acted like I was not, like, bro, it's no way in the world they forgot that I was there. Mind you, you on register, you got to do overrides all the time because something don't go the way you doing you ringing up a customer. Either you got to do a military discount, whatever the situation might be, they got to come to your register to give you an override scan. So, mind you, I didn't let it bother me because I need the money, right? If they let me stay longer, I wasn't going to say nothing. Cool, whatever. Bam. So then, the next thing, like, come around, right? They call me, they're like, yeah, you were supposed to be here at 9. I was like, I asked the people yesterday when I left what time I needed to be there. They said, oh, I don't see you on the schedule, but... So, whatever. They could have easily told me then, yo, it's your responsibility to check the schedule, and told me where the schedule was. Nobody told me where the schedule was. Nobody told me. Bam. Cool. I don't care. Move on past it. I don't hold no grudges. I'm not going to look into it and figure out what you was trying to do. I'm not going to speculate about it. I don't care. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I got paid for every minute I was there. And if I don't, that's a different story. I would literally quit that job. They play me like that. But whatever. Not having a point. The next thing, the whole thing that bothers me is that I was there all day, got home, no, like, I'm not trying to make it sound like I'm complaining. It's hard to really spend time with your kids when you staying with your mom and you got your other family members there, because now when your kids come down, they not just there to see you. You know what I mean? They there to see your nieces, the nephews. They there to see your aunt. You know what I mean? Their grandma, they there to see them all. So I gotta share every minute I have with my kids. You know what I mean? And then on top of that, the blessing is that I got somebody there to watch my kids while I'm at work. So it's not like I'm mad about it, because it comes with pros and cons. And I'm not really trying to make it sound like, oh man, I don't get to spend no time with my kids and nothing like that, like it's somebody else's fault. It's not. I'm just letting you know the scenario. You know what I mean? So it's just weird. Like, so then I get home like 7 o'clock, get them all washed up, get them something to eat, make sure they ready to go to bed, because that's my responsibility. You know what I mean? I worked all day. That don't matter. Like, my kids need to see me taking care of them. Like, not because they need to see that, but that's because that's what my job is. Like, that's my responsibility. They need to see that because they need to see somebody who has a responsibility take care of their responsibility, or else they won't know what it means or what's the importance of it. And I take pride in that. Like, I really do. So anyway, I get off work. You know what I mean? We get to sleep together or whatever, I get to sleep with them. That's about as much time as I get holding them while they sleep, getting to look at them, you know what I mean? That time, like, right? Bam. The next day comes, I get a call. They like, yeah, you gotta come in. I'm like, all right. Wanted to spend time with my kids. Thought I was gonna be off Sunday, but fine, cool, whatever. Work today. Get off. Now, mind you, it's like 12 o'clock. I get a text message from a baby mom or from my kid's mother, and she's like, yeah, I'm picking the kids up at 3 o'clock because I got to do this, and that. So now, I'm like, dang, I might not even get to see the kids. So then the front-end people, front-end managers like, yeah, okay, Omar, you can go on your break. You got 30. Bam. Get my jacket, put my hat on, go to the house to just meet her there, because she said she was going to be there at 3 o'clock. So at least I can see my kids, whatever, or get them ready to go. Like, since I'm not going to be able to, like, because I know my mom and them don't know where all the stuff is, and I try to keep it all together so that when they got to go back, everything is together. But it's stressing me out just talking about this. But it's just so annoying because I only get the weekends. And I always hear females talking about y'all weekend dads, y'all 2-day weekend dads. Y'all be bragging like y'all gotta do all this work, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it irritates me because I really do want to see my kids every day. I tell my baby mom all the time, I'll take them full time. I'll take them to school. I'll get them ready. I'll pay for all of their food. You don't even got to give me the food stamps they get. You ain't even got to give me the food stamps. I don't even care. I don't want it. Just give me the kids. Let me do what I got to do. You do the weekends. She like, no, I don't want to do the weekends. So what a lot of people don't understand is no female is going to take part-time schedule. So when y'all keep calling these men part-time, is you gonna give the kids to you gonna give your kids to the baby dad for the full weekend, for the full week, and you take the weekends? Because I guarantee you not gonna like it. The dudes that have to take that 2-day weekend schedule, we only doing it because we got to. And then, mind you, me and my baby mom, I don't know about everybody's situation, but me and Miles, we was living together, right? Our stuff started falling apart like 2 years ago, right? Because she wanted to do her own thing. And I'm not even going to go into no detail because I'm not that type of dude. I'm a Will Smith this all the way through. Because at the end of the day, I know what I put into it. You know what I mean? And she can't make it sound like I didn't do everything I felt like I could do. People always look for your imperfections, your flaws, the things you didn't do, to point out why y'all not together. And to do that, you can do that. Fine. You know what I mean? I ain't mad about it. Do that. That's why I ain't never say nothing. She posts on Facebook, oh, he a deadbeat, all this other stuff, because she want to make it sound how she want to make it sound. And I'm not going to run to Facebook to clear it up for nobody, because anybody that want to jump on that bandwagon and believe her clearly ain't close enough to the fight to know what's going on. And I ain't even going to worry about the people that ain't close enough to fight. Close enough to the fight to tell me who won or who was doing it the right way. I don't care. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. You know what I mean? For real. I don't. I care about my kids. So, running to Facebook don't do nothing for them. Telling anybody to clear up my side of the story, this ain't about me. Like, this ain't about me. This ain't about me. This is about my kids. This is about my kids. I want to be a good man for my kids. You know what I mean? I want to be a good man for myself, but I want to be a good man for my kids. And clearing something up about my relationship with my kids for anybody else ain't for me, ain't for my kids. It's not. It's for them. It's for me to hope that they believe me versus whoever they was told by. And honestly, I don't worry about it. I don't. I used to. I don't anymore. I don't see the importance in it. But it's just hard to do. Like my anxiety ain't my depression, whatever it is, don't bother me because I don't get to see the person that I tried to work it out with every day. No. My depression and anxiety bothers me because I don't get to see the people that want to see me every day. You feel me? I don't get to see the people that want to see me every day, my kids. And I don't try to get caught up in the petty stuff. I don't try to get caught up in my feelings. I don't try to get caught up in my pride, my ego. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by this, so that nobody gets anything misconstrued by what I'm saying and say, oh, he trying to sound like, no. My pride in the sense that, oh, I tried my best, but she want to be shady and she want to do stuff to be spiteful, so now I ain't going to do nothing. Or I had to move out, so I'm not going to do this and that because she made me. No. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do, and I'm going to do what I can. After that, y'all hold it. She hold it. I don't care. Because listen, every moment that I get in my feelings and my pride, and I be like, yo, man, it's crazy. How she going to treat me like this? There's a lot of men out there getting treated like this. It's a lot of men that don't get to see their kids. Probably men that don't get to see their kids at all. I'm complaining about the 2 days a week that I get to see my kids, but it's men in prison that don't get to see their kids at all. You know what I'm saying? It's men in the graveyard that don't get to see their kids, and their kids don't get to see them. So I'm not going to set myself up to set a roadblock in front of myself. I'm not gonna do that. Not gonna do that. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and I'm not gonna bring my feelings into the equation. I'm not gonna bring my pride into the equation. I'm not gonna bring my ego into the equation. I'm gonna do what I'm supposed to do like I am happy as ever. And I'm gonna do it like I'm happy as ever. Because like I'm really trying to work on my self-discipline. I'm trying to work on my patience. I'm trying to work on my understanding. I'm trying to work on my outlook on life. Because I don't need things to be perfect. I don't need things to line up the way I need them to line up for me to be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna be a good father now, or I'm gonna do things the way I'm supposed to do it now, or this is the way I wanted it to look, so I'm feeling good. No, I'm gonna make it do what it do, baby. You know what I mean? Honestly, I'm gonna make it do what it do. And the crazy thing is, like, as hard as it is, because I'm telling you, it ain't easy. You gotta constantly remind yourself what you want to be, who you want to be. You gotta constantly remind yourself, and I'm telling you, that's one of the hardest things to do, because the people, the people, things come into your presence, come into your mood, and change how you would look at things because of how you feel in that very moment. And that's the reason why you gotta constantly be like, I gotta forgive myself for the things I did, because I wouldn't have done this if I knew what was gonna come out of it. I wouldn't have done this if I was thinking about the big picture and I understood what, you know what I mean? Maybe you wouldn't, but at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you gotta forgive yourself if you learning. If you learned from what you did, you gotta forgive yourself. If you didn't learn and you want to stay on that, you probably ain't even thinking about you forgiving yourself, because you didn't even blame yourself in the first place. You too busy blaming everybody else for your actions. They didn't do this, so I didn't. This person didn't, so I didn't. If this person had done it, I would have. Too busy blaming every people for what you can control. And that's what I do. I don't worry about what she do. I don't worry about what nobody else believe. I don't worry about anything else but what I can do. And I sleep well at night with that. I don't sleep well because nothing else is bothering me. I sleep well because I know I did not let my ego, I did not let my pride, I did not let the doings of other people control what I wanted to do with that day. I don't want to be nobody else's puppet. And people always feel like you got to see the person pulling the strings for you to do it. Maybe you can see him pulling the strings. Maybe you can. But at the end of the day, you a puppet in the sense that you can't say, oh, I wouldn't have done this, or I would have done this differently. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I know in the back of my mind what I would want to do. And I've seen in numerous occasions how what I would want to do in the inside don't even be what I want to do, because I feel so angry, so hurt, so disrespected, so betrayed that I don't want to do for somebody else, or for anything what I would do. Like, and I really be feeling bad about it afterwards. Like, yo, Omar, you shooting yourself in the foot, bro. For one thing, every time you tell her you ain't getting the kids because you worried about what she doing, the kids don't see you, nigga. They don't see you. They don't see the fact that you mad about something. And all they know is that mommy taking care of me, I'm here with her, and daddy said he was going to get me on the weekends, or that he always does get me on the weekends, but he didn't. That's all they see. And I try to put myself in that perspective, like, bam, my kid's not going to know what I'm feeling, so I can't operate under that. I cannot let my pride, my ego get in the middle of, oh, if, you know what I mean, like, nah, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not doing that no more. And I use this method on people that I don't care about all the time. You know, like, you always find, like, you somebody disrespect you, but you don't know them, so you don't spend too much time on it. You let it go. But then the people you know, people you feel like should not do you wrong, should not talk to you a certain way, should not, you know what I mean, or should do this or should do that, you looking at all the things the wrong way. Why this person doing it but you not? No. Don't worry about who not. Be thankful for that person that did. Be thankful for that person that did. That is why life is fair. That is why life is fair. People always say life ain't fair. No, it is fair. Because it's somebody rich and there's somebody poor. It's somebody rich that does not want to be rich and that rich person becomes poor. And it's somebody that's poor that does not care about being rich. Like, you got to put yourself in the mindset that nothing matters but what you need to do. Life is fair in the situation that you only control what you can control, just like everybody else. Everybody else has the ability to control what they can control. A lot of people feel like they are under control of somebody else, but they not. You can make the best of every situation you in, even the most unfair situation. You can control what you can control. You know what I mean? And I really be trying to focus like that. Like, I ain't worried about nobody else in the sense that I can't control nobody else but me. And it's really hard. It's really hard. Because when I got home from work, I was expecting to see my kids. No, when I left for work, I was expecting to see my kids when I got home. I get home on my lunch break, and my kids are already in the car leaving. I was so upset, I didn't even say bye to them. You know what I mean? Because I was just like, first of all, I don't even like saying bye. Because bye sounds like it's the end. I don't never say it. Like, I'll say see you later. I'm going to see you Friday. Or when I get you next time. That I talk like that. Because bye, I don't like using bye. Whatever. That's just my preference. But at the end of the day, it really did eat at me alive. It ate at me while I was alive, that I didn't get to see my kids. I came in the room, I could see all the toys that they left on the floor. That shit was eating me alive, because first off, I only get them 2 days. Bro. Like, and like, I don't be wanting to see my kids no 2 days. Like this, like, bro, like, I don't, like, it really bothers me that I'm a part-time parent and I did not choose this. And my pride, my spitefulness had gotten in the way a few times where I was just like, oh, she was like, oh, I need you to get the kids because I got work. And I'm just like, because you got work, but I want to see the kids all the time. I did not let my pride get in the way. I said, you know what? Fine, I'll take them. In fact, anytime you work, send me the kids. Because at the end of the day, that's the blessing in disguise. She, you know what I mean? She had to work. You can get to see the kids now. You know what I mean? Oh, she got something to do. Oh, she want to be with another. She want to hang out with somebody else. Fine, send the kids over here. Bring them right on over. I don't even care. I don't let that petty stuff get in the way. And the best part about it is, it was serving me. It was helping my anxiety. It was helping my depression, because for one time, like, mind you, when she first asks you, you might already still be upset, and if you wasn't upset, it kind of triggers your depression, because now you're thinking about, you don't even have the kids at that moment, right? So it's like, dang, I done got the kids and she trying to give me them because she got something to do, and you want to be like, nah, I'm not even getting them, just so you can draw on her, so she can feel somewhat of how you feeling. But she ain't. She not. Even if she do, it's not even how you feel, because you got to live with that. Your feeling can't never be translated onto somebody else. That's like when you hear people say, oh, I understand how you feel, or I understand how you're lost, or something like that. No, they really can't. They get an idea of what you feeling like, but they never gonna know. They never gonna know. So when she say get the kids or whatever, come get them, but I was like, I'm on my way. And I know in the back of her mind, she expected me to say, nah, I ain't getting them. What you mean? No. Give me the kids. I don't even care. Send them up. I don't even care. Do what you gonna do. I don't care. Let me get the kids. I don't ask her no questions. I don't give her no explanation. I just say okay and send a text message. Okay, send. I don't do it, like, because at the end of the day, I know that my anxiety, my depression bothers me because I don't get to see him. And I'm not going to shoot myself in the foot with the opportunity to see my kids more than I would even see them, period. Because mind you, if I'm only seeing them on the weekends, if she say, damn, I need you to watch them Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, bam, that's 5 days in 1 week now. You feel me? Because now I got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Now I got Saturday and Sunday too. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday too. It worked out. Like, I don't let it get in the way. I don't let it get in the way. That's like you were scheduled off, but you need money, right? And they like, oh, can you come in today? And you like, what you mean? I wasn't even on the schedule. Nope. Just like they did me today. I need the money. Cool. I'm on my way. I don't care. Now, the problem is when I wasn't working on the weekends, I was able to see my kids all weekend. From the time they wake up to the time I go to sleep. Because I go to sleep after them. And I wake up before them. Or no, they wake up before me. They always wake up before me. But I was able to see them the whole weekend. So even though the weekends felt like dang, like I'm gonna tell you though, even when I was home all weekend and she'd be like, oh, I'm coming to get them like 6 o'clock or can you bring them back at this time? I'd be like, and it still didn't feel like enough. But this weekend felt like nothing. I felt like I literally saw my kids for 15 minutes, bro. That is why my depression like hit an all-time low, because I'm realizing that I'm really gonna only see them less and less. And now I'm thinking like, dang, if I do get my own place, I'm really not even gonna be able to see them that much, because if I gotta work, who gonna be home with my kids while I'm at work? You know what I mean? Who gonna be home with them? So I'm gonna be in a different type of situation. So I'm learning to just take look at the pros constantly, because it's pros and cons to everything. Yes, I don't got my own place right now, but at the same time, I get to see my kids and I got somebody to watch them while I'm at work trying to get up enough money to get a place. No, I don't want to be at my mom's house, but it's a place to stay until I can get enough money to get a place. No, I don't like seeing my kids 2 days a week, but it beats them having to see us arguing all the time, because I did not want to accept the treatment that she was giving me in order for me to stay there and be a full-time dad. Now, sometimes I be feeling like, dang, Omar, is that really what you like? And that's why, like, a lot of times, man, listen, man. Life is about choices, man. And then a couple times I was like, oh my God, it's just about choices. And you gotta choose. You gotta choose what you hope is right. And that's why you can't let your pride be in that equation as you're trying to choose. You can't let pride be on the scale. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna make something look like it weighs more. Oh, this gonna feel more like, in your feeling, in your pride, in your ego, gonna make one side of that scale feel like it's too much. You know what I mean? Too much. And I can't keep getting in my way in that situation. I want to be able to weigh these things properly. And I don't be feeling like I do. I don't feel like I weigh it properly when my ego, my pride, and all them other things get in the way. So I said all this to say, all them fathers out there, do not let your pride, your ego get in the way. Don't let how your baby mom treating you, how much time she lets you get with the kids, the little petty stuff she do. When she come get the kids, I'll be like, okay, you can come get the kids. I'm not fighting you, because that's what you want. You know what I mean? I'm not going to give you no extra energy, because at the end of the day, when you come and be petty one week, the next week you can come asking me for a favor. Oh, I got to work. Oh, I got to do this. Oh, I want to go out. And I'm not, listen, because where you cut it short one week because you feel like you got the upper hand, the next week you're not going to have the upper hand. And I'm not going to deal you the same cards you deal me. I'm just not. Because karma works itself out. And I feel like, oh, you be like, oh, you teaching people how to treat you. The universe treats you how it treats you. The universe treats you how you treat others. So when you think you teaching one specific person how to treat you, you've done other people good and they still did you dirty. You taught other people how to treat you and somebody else does you dirty. People are going to treat you how they feel in the inside. How they were taught how to treat people. So you feeling like you're going to teach somebody that was taught how to treat people, how not to treat themselves, how to treat you, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. You're fighting something you don't even know how it weighs, how it operates. You know what I mean? It's like fighting a new beast trying to pretend like, oh, this is why this person is doing this to me, because I didn't teach them how to treat me. You keep believing that if you want to. You're going to find yourself biting your own bullet. And trust me, your teeth ain't strong enough for it. So, this is just me, man. I know other people going to be looking at this video like, man, please, I ain't never doing that. To each his own. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to force nobody to do anything. I'm just offering my perspective. That's the reason why I explained to you the thinking behind why I don't want to do certain things. So that you can say, all right, well, I do think like that, or I don't think like that, or I do the same thing, or I would never do that. You know what I mean? Or I would do that. You know what I mean? Listen, we all offer each other some type of support, and that's the reason why I even started this, MurdaExcellence Motivation. Because it's hard to get up and be motivated when you feel like life is being taken right up underneath you. It's being taken from people, it's being taken out of, is being, like, your motivation is being taken from you, from the very people that used to give you the motivation. That is the most hardest part. The very people that used to give you motivation are now sucking you dry, because now they're thinking about themselves so much, where you used to think about them more than they probably thought about you. Whatever the equation is, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say. Be the change you want to see. Not everybody's going to love you the way you're supposed to be loved. But that don't mean you don't stop loving. That don't mean you stop loving. That don't mean you give up on how you want to be. You know what I mean? Who you want to be can be given to anybody. But you can set boundaries. You can set boundaries. There's nothing wrong with setting boundaries. You can say, okay, I'm going to accept this and I'm not going to accept that. You can do that. But at the same time, being a good person is hard. It's really hard. And those boundaries you set, you was once letting them down. And people look at it like, well, I learned my lesson. I ain't gonna be good to everybody, or I'm not gonna be good to these people. Okay. But the problem is, if those people are close to you and they're around you, they're going to affect who you are as a person when you make that decision to not do that anymore, or not to be that type of person for these people or that person. Be that same person, but set boundaries. Be like, all right, I'll do this, but I'm not doing that. I'll go this far, but I'm not going that far. I'm not going to put myself, and understand why you're doing it. The thing I realized, I don't need to set boundaries because I know why I'm doing it. The boundaries is just going to be like, okay, what I can do and what I can't do. I'm not going to go above and beyond because that's not needed. But I'm not going to be just saying no just because. Or my boundaries is going to be set up based on my pride, my spitefulness, my desire to just to find evenness in this uneven situation that I'm in. Like, every situation is different. For the people that don't have kids with a person, it's a little different, and I really don't know how. I would assume that it would be easier to set boundaries with that type of situation. How much you see this person, how much you do, but you know what I mean? But when it comes to your kids, you gotta always put their best interest first. Cause like what you don't want to do and what you feel like you shouldn't have to do, if the kids don't got a place, if the kids don't got a babysitter, or they don't have somebody to, like you like, oh, I gotta work this day and you need me to watch the kids. No, I ain't doing it. So now she's sitting there thinking like, oh, who I'm gonna get to watch the kids? Oh, who I'm gonna get to watch the kids? Oh. So then she got some boy named Tyrone coming over there to watch the kids. Then Tyrone does something to your kids. Then you living with the fact that your kids got something happen to them. So that's what I'm saying. And that's why I say sometimes you be looking back on it like, oh, had I known this, I would have never said no. Or if I'd have... No. You gotta... That's what I'm trying to point to you, man. And that's just one scenario. Say DHS come because she leave the kids home alone. And get the kids taken. Then what? Now your kid's in the system. Or they burn the house down. Or one of them gets hurt. But it's so many situations that happen because we let our pride get in the way. And then you got to hope that the judgment of the other person is as well as yours. Because if it's not, then what? Then you put in a person that does not use the same judgment as you in a compromising situation where they got to figure out what to do next. And I'm gonna tell you, that's when I'm pointing back to that same scenario where I said, what did I say? Living life without cheating, the process. So this person won't call off from work, so they leave the kids home, or they put themselves in another compromising situation. But you find yourself cheating, so you lie. Then somebody catches you on the lie, so you lie again. And then they catch you in that lie, so you lie again. Constantly putting yourself in compromising situations because this person does not think logically. They don't think practically. They don't think smart. They don't think good. They don't think wise decisions. So be careful who you doing dirty with your pain and the feelings that you feel like you setting the fair table for. Like I need this to be fair. I need this to work out. I need that person to feel how I feel. Be careful what you asking for, because now that person feels how you feel and you feel how you feel, and now your kids feel exactly how you feel. Then what? You want your kids to feel how you feeling? That's what you want? You want your kids to feel how you feeling? Because I would not wish this on my kids. I wouldn't. And that's what I mean. You find yourself doing, like, the people that want to see you are sometimes caught in the crossfire, or the people you want to do well or do good by are caught in the crossfire because you want to be in your feelings. I feel like I should just end the video right there and let you think about that. I think I will. I hope y'all got a little bit from what I was saying, man. Murder Excellence out.